Gather around, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for I have a tale to tell to you. That was stupid. But anyways, I thought today I would share the story of my full looksmaxxing journey. Why? I don't know. Maybe it'll help some of you. Maybe it can give you some inspiration or tell you what to expect on your own journey. So without further ado, let's rewind back to the antithesis. The year is circa 2005, and just a young 10-year-old Chad in the making notices something. I noticed, the young Chad, it's me. I noticed that I was a mouth breather. I don't know why. Why should a 10-year-old be thinking about this? But I noticed it because I lived out in the country. I think I had allergies, so I found it hard to breathe through my nose. So I noticed that most of the time I was breathing through my mouth. And when I saw myself in pictures or family home videos, I noticed I looked kind of like nerdy and sloppy. And I noticed that other people that, had their mouths shut and breathe through their nose, they looked a lot more mature and professional. So it was actually at this time that I started closing my mouth and breathing through my nose. Little did I know that what I was doing would set the precedent for my whole future, right? I was mewing. Now, I didn't think too much more about self-improvement until a couple years later when my dad was trying to get me into working out. You see, he was a former bodybuilder and powerlifter, so he tried to get me to go to the gym with him. And to be honest, I absolutely hated it. I was just too young at the time. I didn't enjoy it. I just didn't like how uncomfortable it felt, and I couldn't wait to leave the gym, so I kind of quit. But I did notice that when I would do curls, I would notice a little bit of vein creeping out of my bicep. So for a few months there, I would go to the gym in a cutoff t-shirt and jeans, and I would strictly do curls until I got a little bit of vein showing in my arm, and then I would leave and just enjoy that vein for the next hour or so. So stupid. But that planted the seed of what could be possible. It was about the same time that these Twilight movies were coming out. Do you guys remember those? Team Edward, Team Jacob. You see, I was Team Jacob because I thought it was awesome how he had a ripped six-pack and developed chest muscles, right? So it was about this time that I started doing 50 sit-ups and 20 push-ups every night before bed. I figured, you see these in the magazines and on the TV ads and whatnot, it must work. And guess what? It actually kind of did. This is when I first started getting a resemblance of ab definition. So I continued this for a couple years, and then at the age of 15, I was in 8th grade and I would come home from school on the bus. And after school, I'd have nothing to do out in the country, so what else to do than go in the basement and work out? I didn't really like it at first, but I pushed myself to do it just because I knew it'd probably be good for me. It'd probably help me look better for the ladies, right? And it did. Within just 1 year of training, I went from looking like this string bean to looking like this. I know it's not that impressive, but to me it was everything. I actually thought I was like massive at this point. But just a year after this, 2 years into my fitness journey, I looked like this. Not bad, huh? That's a pretty respectable physique. I was hooked. I was officially obsessed with fitness, and I honestly thought about it all day, every day. I'd sign up for PE classes and weightlifting classes in high school just so I had more time in the gym to chase that pump. It was awesome. And to be honest, I had an advantage because my dad would train me as well, and he knew what he was talking about, so I probably got gains a lot faster than most guys would. But anybody, if they commit, can experience some serious virgin gains because your body has no idea what's going on, so it's forced to adapt to the new stresses that you're placing upon it. Now, about the same time, 15, 16 years old, things took a turn for the worst and I started getting acne. Now, I battled with acne for about 7 years. Nothing crazy or severe, no cystic acne or anything like that, but I just had moderate acne that would not go away no matter what I tried. At any given time, I had at least 20 marks on my face that were fresh little pimple bumps or older healing bumps, and it drove me crazy, man. It had a huge effect on my confidence. I went to the dermatologist that gave me all these washes and creams and stuff. It did nothing until the point where I decided to take matters into my own hands, and I even ordered Accutane off of Reddit. I paid somebody like $50 in Bitcoin, and the Accutane showed up at my door a few days later. Now, I took one pill And then I got nervous and I threw them away. I didn't take any more because these are drugs off the internet. Let's be real. It's not the safest thing in the world. Now, I didn't know it at the time, but ultimately the cure for this acne was just gonna be time. Right. Now, on the topic of skincare, we got to take a moment to shout out the sponsor of today's video over at Tiege Hanley. Tiege Hanley is a subscription-based skincare company. How it works is you go online, you pick the level that you want to try and sign up, and they deliver it to your door each and every month without you even having to move a muscle. I've been working with Tiege Hanley since the very beginning of my YouTube career. I did a video where I promoted their products, and then they reached out and wanted to sponsor me, and we've been working together ever since. I love their stuff. If you have no idea where to start, I recommend starting with Tiege Level 1, which comes with a morning and evening moisturizer, a daily face wash, and an exfoliating scrub. You definitely, please, I beg you, need to be using a moisturizer that has sunblock in it. The sun is going to do crazy damage to your skin, so you got to put up that shield. Their morning moisturizer has SPF 20, so they got you covered. And I got a deal, so you know what that means. You guys get a deal too. You click the link in the description, you get 30% off of your first box and a free gift. And remember, supporting the sponsor supports me as well, so I couldn't do these videos without the sponsors, so show them some love and give them support as well. Now, at this point, I'm about 18 years old, and something cool happened. I got signed as a model with an agency in Denver, Colorado. And this was a super fun time. I got lots of cool modeling gigs, and I was with this agency for about 3 years. And over these 3 years, I learned so much, so many tips and tricks that I can now forward and share with you guys. It's awesome. Industry tips from photographers, casting agents, other models, beauty tricks and hacks and all this sort of stuff. And that kind of set me up and gave me the knowledge that I need to give to you guys. But ultimately, I decided 3 years was enough. I didn't actually love being a model. You're kind of the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to getting the job done. You're kind of everyone's bitch, to be honest. And what I really wanted to do was control my own destiny, be my own boss, make my own schedule. So I really wanted to be a YouTuber. So at the age of 22 years old, I created my first YouTube video. Now, some of you may know, some of you probably don't. I originally wanted to be a vlogger. I wanted to be the next Logan or Jake Paul, right? Running around doing cool shit. But unfortunately, I lived in a little cow town called Greeley, Colorado that really doesn't have much going on. So I quickly learned that it was going to be very difficult. And it showed in the views. I was getting 50 views per video or something. Now, out of the couple comments I was receiving on these videos, I noticed that people were asking me about my look, how to get a jawline, how to get abs. So I decided to, kind of like bend a little bit to their wants. And I made a couple one-off videos telling them how to get a jawline, doing things like chewing a lot of gum, losing face fat, and having proper facial posture. Little did I know I would soon be informed by the Godfather himself, Mike Mew. What I was doing was a method known as mewing. But anyways, I'm sure you can guess, these are the type of videos that started getting some traction. I think the first video that went semi-viral was how to achieve a nice jawline. And then I made another video that went kind of viral that was 4 male model secrets to be more attractive, where I shared tips like curling your eyelashes and eating carrots to achieve a natural tan. Really cool tips that I learned in the modeling industry. And seeing how happy my audience was to receive this advice and actually increase their looks and increase their confidence, it made me totally enthralled and obsessed with self-improvement. So all I wanted was to learn more, dive deeper, and share more with my audience. So that's exactly what I did. Now, about 6 months into my YouTube career, I had maybe 50,000 subscribers. I was invited by this guy, Aaron Marino, aka Alpha M, to this conference he was having. It was called the Menfluential Conference. And there I met a couple other YouTubers by the name Alex Costa, Marcel Flores, and Benjamin Seda, aka Based Zeus. Do you know these guys? maybe. And I quickly noticed that they were all dressed way better than me. They had impeccable style. And this is when I realized the difference that nice style can make to a person. It totally sets you apart from the rest. So when I got home, I made a conscious decision. I need to learn more about this. I need to adopt my own style and set myself apart and take it a little more seriously. So that's what I did. And then of course, I kept making videos, and you guys pushed me to explore new topics. I learned about posture. I mastered my posture and body language. I learned everything there is to know about expression and hand movements. And I've made countless videos on the topic. Hairstyle, something I never really cared much about. Experimenting with all different styles and colors and product, figuring out what works best. With my hair, it was a whole new world. And when all these little pieces started coming together, the hairstyle started to click, the clothing style starts to click, the physique is coming together, and you have a proper posture on top of that, it kind of started to confirm what I thought might be true. And that is that attraction bias is a real thing. Attraction bias is this phenomenon that states that people who are higher than average attraction level, or are perceived to be, they enjoy opportunities and privileges that the normal person does not. They enjoy more opportunities with women. They get better jobs. They get promotions quicker. And basically, under any realm of humanity, they have an advantage. And I noticed this in real time, and I wanted nothing more than to share it with my audience. So I dove deeper and shared more. Walking down the street in a nice fitting suit versus oversized t-shirt and sweatpants, right? You can feel the respect. You feel the eyeballs. You can feel people holding you to a higher standard. And that basically brings us to where I am now. I've helped countless people, 1.6 million subscribers, but although I'm a teacher, I'm still a student. I'm always learning. I'm trying different things. I have platinum blonde hair right now, and just a few days ago, it was like gray, like I was 90 years old. I tried to dye it myself, but that's all part of it. You gotta try things and try different things that you never think would work or you never thought about before, because that might be something that's gonna set you apart from the rest and be the thing that makes you you. So I share all of this not to impress you, but to impress upon you that it is possible. I would say I went from like 6 to, I don't know, you tell me, right? Probably up there in the 8 or 9s. And I'm so happy I'm in a position I can help you guys do it too. Now, the one thing that I miss about being a smaller YouTuber is that connection that I had with people. Now the numbers just got so large, they just kind of become that, numbers. So because of that, I created my own private community so that I could connect deeper with a handful of you guys and help you personally face to face achieve a massive glow up. And that's why I created the Glow Up Bootcamp. And I launched it about a month ago and it's going well, but I think I just want way more people in there. So I think I'm gonna drop the price like 40 or 50%. I don't know yet, but by the time this video is out, it will have been changed. So you can check that out as well if you want to be involved in the community. But enough about that. This video is sponsored by Teej, so we got to make them the focus. Make sure you go check them out. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe, turn the notifications on, and until next time, peace.